The next R vowel is the long E. Form your long E sound as before, but add an sound as you drop your voice.
Ear, near, here, beer, gear, spear, tear, fear, jeer, dear, leer, sear, mere, rear, steer, weir, weird, peer, career, year.
Try the same E vowel followed by L. Form your E sound, and then as you drop your voice, add ul.
Peel, feel, heel, keel, wheel, deal, meal, beal, eel, teal, steel, reel, kneel, veal, zeal, seal, congeal. Do your ears feel better? I don't think I'd like to eat eel for any meal. We're ready for some beer. Do you feel like peeling apples? Bob has nearly sealed the deal.
The next sound is the long A followed by R. Make the long A sound and then add an as you drop your voice.
Air, bear, stare, care, mare, hair, dare, wear, share, pair, fair, lair, rare.
Now try the A with the L ending. Make the long A, then drop your voice on ul.
Ale, bail, kale, sail, rail, fail, jail, whale, dale, braille, frail, tail, shale, hail, grail, veil. Dale can read in braille. That species of whale has become rare. If you can't post bail, you'll go to jail. My sister and I share everything we wear. We all care about clean air.
To add L after the O vowel, make the O long, then drop your voice and add ul. Once you've made the O vowel, hold your lips in this shape and make a W sound before moving into the ul. It should sound like this: coal,
Coal, troll, soul, hole, pole, dole, stole, roll, mole, foal, hole, toll, bowl. Moles live in underground holes. Life takes a toll on us poor souls. He really stole that role in the movie. An expensive gold bowl was stolen from the museum. They dug deep holes for the telephone poles.
Now let's work on the I sound, first with R and then L. When pronouncing the long I sound followed by R, place a Y sound in front of the R. This addition of the Y sound makes one-syllable words sound like there are two syllables. Drop your voice after the I as you say yer.
Fire, tire, higher, pyre, wire, squire, inspire, require, ire, mire, liar, sire, spire, attire, desire, transpire.
As for the I with R words, add a Y sound before the L in IL words. First say the long I, then say yull as your voice drops.
Pile, guile, rile, aisle, mile, tile, lyle, style, vile, bile, while, Nile, file, Kyle, Giles. It's time to fire that liar. Giles' attire is always in style. It's about a mile out to the aisle. I'm too tired to file. What inspired you to visit the Nile?
Another long vowel that has L and R following it is the oo. For the R vowel, form the long U, then as you drop your voice, add were.
Poor, pure, tour, boor, your, endure, demure, procure, moor, contour, mature.
For oo plus L, add a W sound before the L. Make the long U. Drop your voice as you say wool. Pool.
Pool, fool, jewel, tool, ghoul, rule, school, stool, mule, cool, drool, ridicule. The poor man is such a boor. You sure can endure a lot. They're sure to find a cure someday. However did you procure this jewel? The pool is a little too cool today.
Here are the last two long vowel sounds with L and R. The first one is owl or hour. For the L, begin with the ow, then add wool as you drop your voice.
Foul, owl, cowl, howl, growl, prowl, jowl. Owls only prowl around at night. Do you hear that howling? The dog with the large jowls is growling. Do you eat fish or fowl?
For hour, begin with the ow, then add were as you drop your voice.
Hour, cower, hour, power, sour, tower, flower. That is our city's tower over there. Why cower in the corner? This drink tastes too sour at this hour.
The last long vowel is oi. For oil, begin by saying oi. Then as you drop your voice, say yul.
Boil, oil, toil, soil, broil, foil, coil, doil, spoil. Tom Doyle is a little spoiled. Snakes coil up to foil their enemies. Broil the fish with a little oil. What rich soil this is! Boil some water for tea, please.
For oyer, begin with oi, then as you drop your voice, add yer.
Foyer, doyer, lawyer, sawyer, destroyer, deployer. Mr. Doyer needs a good lawyer. We've redecorated our foyer. Sam Sawyer works on a naval destroyer.
This concludes our first section on vowels. If you're not ready to move on, please listen to the section again. Always remember to work at your own pace and to give yourself as much practice as you need. Section 2. Consonants. Part 1. Simple consonants. In this section, we're going to look at consonants. We'll divide it into two parts: simple consonants and then consonant clusters. Most consonants in English are not too difficult for most people, but some consonant sounds give almost everyone trouble. L, R, and TH are the usual culprits. Try this. Richard wrote a thorough report before he left for Lancaster. Did your tongue trip up on this sentence? If so, you'll probably want to pay close attention to this next section. We'll begin by looking at L, R, and TH, and then move on to some other important consonants. The letter L actually has two sounds. They are L as in love, the more common of the two, and L as in milk. The difference between the two is basically where you put the tip of your tongue. Let's begin with the more common L sound. Put the tip of your tongue directly behind your upper front teeth. Can you feel the bump behind your teeth? Your tongue tip should fill the space between that bump and your four front teeth. The tip of your tongue is all that should be touching anything. Now pull your tongue back and say L. Try these examples.
Live, love, Linda, lick, television, Larry, light, alive, elite, telephone, lucid, linger, elevator, eligible, elephant. Leave Larry alone. Look at that lovely lighthouse. Literature lives at the library. The address is 1110 Laurel Lane. Take the elevator up to the Old Elk Lodge. Turn down the television. I'm on the telephone.
The other L sound is less common. You can hear this L in the word well. In the first L, your tongue touches between your upper front teeth and the bump behind them. In this L, the tongue tip needs to point straight up, touching slightly behind that bump. Try the word milk. Notice that this L sound usually comes at the end of a word. Let's try some more examples.
All, sell, Ralph, will, owl, bill, roll, milk, hello, full, tall, pull, pill, gel. Bill is getting tall. Make the call on your cell phone. Sorry, but we're all full. All this milk is fresh. Sailing is a great way to travel. Ellen called while you were out.
Practice the different L sounds in these examples.
Let, call, lie, pull, like, well, law, all, left, bell, last, will, letter, fill, live, Carol. Carol likes to study law. Larry left all the letters here. Jill lives on Bell Lane. Let me call a cab. Has Carol called lately? Look, you left your wallet on the table.
Here's a tip. There are two mistakes that you might be making with the L sound. You may not be bringing your tongue all the way up to touch the roof of your mouth. This causes the L to sound a little like the R. The other is that you may be bringing your lips together rather than keeping them open. This will make the L sound more like a W. Watch yourself in the mirror to be sure that your mouth does not move as you say L. Now let's move on to the consonant R. R is another commonly mispronounced sound. Listen to these examples.
River, arrow, rise, right, bigger.
There are two important things to remember when pronouncing R. Your tongue should be pulled to the back of your mouth, like when you open your mouth for a big yawn. Yawn and look in a mirror. Your tongue is flattened between your teeth in the back of your mouth. Now keep your tongue in that position, but round your lips. Shape your mouth like the beginning of a kiss. Now try the sound again.
River, arrow, rise, right, bigger.
Notice that your tongue isn't touching anything when you pronounce the R. Try a few more examples.
Road, radio, red, raid, mirror, right, reporter, wrong, orange, rare, refrigerator, ride, rest, restaurant. The arrow raced to its target. Please don't raid the refrigerator. The Red Anchor restaurant is in the harbor. The radio has the real news. I think I took a wrong turn. Robert prefers to ride on the right side. Raymond wrote the red book.
For many people, L and R sound alike. Let's try contrasting the L and R sounds to hear the differences.
Lane, rain. Look, rook. Limb, rim. Loom, room. Liver, river. Real, lil. Oregon is really lovely. Larry rides really slowly. Turn right at the light and then turn left. The Red River is now swollen with rain. Leave the radio on channel 4. I've got a little riddle for you.
Now let's move on to the third commonly mispronounced sound, which is the TH. There are actually two distinct TH sounds. Listen to these pairs.
This, with, they, thought, there, through.
For the first TH, rest the tip of your tongue between your teeth. Try not to put any of the tongue tip outside of your teeth. Just let the tip rest on the inside edge. A big mistake that many make is in putting too much of the tongue outside of the mouth. Let's try some words with this sound.
This, these, that, those, other, breathe, there, they, father, weather, rather, them. Sam can't breathe well in this kind of weather. My skin feels smooth after I bathe. Where did this other one come from? Do you know whether they live there? I'd rather not wear leather. Either your father or your mother can sign this. There were a lot of those books there.
Note that there are not very many words that begin with this th sound. The words that end in th are usually spelled the, except the word smooth. Can you hear the buzz in this th? Th. Well, the other th is produced completely without this buzz. The tongue position is the same, but instead of a gentle stream of air, there is a puff of air. As the tongue tip rests gently on the lower teeth, breathe air through the mouth, allowing a slight pillow of air to push up your upper teeth. Th. Again, don't put too much of your tongue outside your mouth. Let's try it.
Breath. Thing. Warmth. Health. Third. Authors. Think. Nothing. Bath. Therapy. Faith. Math. Wealthy. Ether. Ethics. Math is the one thing I don't like. He was once wealthy, but he lost everything. We are nothing without ethics. 3 warm baths a day are good therapy. The path to the theater is open now. Thanks for the thought.
Let's try comparing these two th sounds.
Mouth. Mouth. Breath. Breathe. Thought. Though. Cloth. Clothes. Think. This. Ether. Either. Thigh. Thy. Wrath. Rather. What are those things over there? They don't know whether he's wealthy or not. The man in the leather jacket is very thoughtful. The weatherman says it's 33 degrees. This warmth is rather odd this year. There are a few things I need to think about.
These sounds are not really difficult to make. Most people can master them quickly. But there are 2 problems that give many people trouble when trying to use them in sentences. The first one is cultural. If you think that sticking out your tongue is rude, you'll be happy to know that Americans feel the same way. But the tongue does not really go outside the mouth in the correct th position. It cannot be seen because the tip does not need to go beyond the edge of the teeth. And the mouth is usually closed over it as well. The other problem occurs when th is in a sentence with certain other sounds, like f, t, z, or s. These are all the sounds that you're likely to use to try to replace the th. When they're in the same sentence with th, everything either comes out as th or nothing does. The best solution for this problem is to slow down and practice repeatedly until you gain control. Try to say Seth Smith's mother several times slowly, one word at a time, until you feel that you have control. Now that you have learned the 3 most difficult sounds, the rest will be easy for you to master. We're going to practice many of the remaining consonants in pairs. If you remember the 2 th sounds, you'll remember that one had a buzz to it, as in they, and the other did not, as in think. Technically, this is called voicing. You can say that the sounds that have a buzz are voiced, and that the sounds without any buzz are voiceless. Put your finger on your throat and say they. Do you feel the vibration? All voiced consonants will make this vibration. Now hold your finger on your throat again and say think. There's no buzz on the th this time. All voiceless consonants do not make a vibration, and in fact, they sound very much like a whisper if you say them alone without a vowel. There are many, many more technical ways to describe the pronunciation of consonants. Luckily, we won't get into any of them. But the idea of voiced and voiceless consonants will help you improve your pronunciation. S and Z sounds are produced in the same way. The only difference is that Z has a buzz, or is voiced, z, and S does not, s. Both sounds are made with the same mouth and tongue positions. For the S, begin by opening your lips. Place your tongue tip on the bump behind your upper teeth. Breathe out through your mouth. Your breath should force your tongue down slightly. The air should sing through your teeth like this. S. Here are some words and sentences to try.
rice, sweet, soup, Sally, sell, Rosa, sail, Susan, solve, sit, sing, soda, submit, sedan, sold. This soda is too sweet. Would you like soup or salad? Please submit the forms when you complete the tasks. I bought this dress on sale. Wes likes to solve crimes. Sue, this rice is super.
While most people have little trouble with the S sound, some find Z a little more challenging. Z is made in the exact same way as S, except that Z is voiced and S is voiceless. Listen to the buzz. Zzz. Try Z with words and sentences.
Ezra. Visit. Zoo. As. Because. 0. Tuesday. Wise. Files. Bees. His. Was. Rise. Is. Bozo. The temperature feels like it's below 0. Tuesday is the best day to visit the zoo. Wednesday was his busiest day. Is it wise to rise early? There's a lot of noise because he's very busy. It's easy to be lazy. Where's the folder that holds all my files? Why is there so much haze today? They always catch their planes on time.
Now let's practice the SZ pair together.
Hiss, his. Ice, eyes. Bus, buzz. Peace, peas. Hearse, hers. Loose, lose. Excuse, excuse. Close, close. What excuse do we need to close the door? That buzz sounds close. These peas are ice cold. Don't lose that lease. I saw that bus with my own eyes. Sarah and Susan are close friends. These shoes are too loose. His eyes are hazel. Excuse me, is this your soda? How's your sandwich?
Since the letter S can be pronounced either S or Z, many people are confused by how to tell which it is. Although there are rules, they don't always work. Here are the ones that do. S is always S at the beginning of a word. If the word ends with an S, it's a Z sound if it's a verb, but if it's a noun, you say S. For example, U-S-E. Use this book, verb. Or, what's the use? Noun. If a word ends with a double S spelling, it's pronounced S. Many of the little words we use all the time, as, is, has, was, his, hers, ours, theirs, yours, these, those, whose, etc., end with a Z. But not always. One important exception is the word this. It's important to memorize the list of little words that end with a Z sound. Because these words are used so often, your English will sound strange if you continue to pronounce S on the ends of these words. We'll discuss the pronunciation of S endings more later, when we take a closer look at verbs, plurals, and possessives. Like Z and S, ZH and SH also make a voiced, voiceless pair. They're produced in the exact same way, but ZH has a buzzing sound, and SH does not. SH again is the easier sound because many languages have this same sound already. Let's begin by describing what we do to make the SH sound. The mouth is very similar for the SZ sound, only the lips are rounded and stick out like a trumpet. Place the tip of your tongue behind the bump on the roof of your mouth. Force the air up and over the tongue. Shh. Be careful to say shh, not s. Try these words and phrases.
Shy, should, share, wash, fashion, shoulder, usher, push, shop, shout, fish, show, shoes, she. Should I share my favorite chocolates? The usher showed us to our seats. Wash your hands after you finish that. Those shoes are all the fashion. Did I mention the shop on the corner? Sharon is so shy. Shout in that direction. Wear your special shorts. Some pushy people were shopping today. Could you show us how to fish? It sounds like she has whiplash.
For ZH, try bringing a buzz into the SH. Everything else about this sound is exactly the same as for SH. Start out by saying shh. Now voice it by making it buzz in your throat. Put your finger on your throat to feel the difference. Shh, zh, shh, zh. Now try words and sentences.
Azure, beige, garage, delusion, pleasure, leisure, Asian, vision, measure, fusion, confusion. I need to have my vision measured soon. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a fusion reactor. There was confusion in the garage about the owner of the beige sedan. It's a simple problem of confusion. The sky is azure blue today. Is it casual day today?
Here's a tip. When a word ends with zh, try not to add a syllable after it. Garagey. To control this, slow down and hold your tongue in the zh and let it die out, rather than to try to cut it off. Garage. Try these pairs for contrast practice.
Fusion, fuchsia. Measure, mesher. There's a lot of confusion over this issue. The show was a real pleasure. There's a shower in the garage. You should find some leisure time. The fisherman measured his fish. Could you casually mention my name? Please show me some beige shoes. It's a pleasure to see you again, Sharon. You should get your vision checked again. The solution is sure to come.
F and V are another paired sound, also made in the same way. V is voiced. Feel the buzz when you say it. F is made without a buzz. For F, place your upper teeth just inside your lower lip. Don't bite down. Your teeth need to rest gently on the soft flesh inside your lip. Lift your upper lip slightly above your lower lip. Blow air through your teeth and lip, allowing your teeth to ride up with the air. Let's practice this sound.
If, forget, fish, faith, father, file, coffee, field, fail, fever, fourth, final, awful, find, reef, effort, leaf, finish. Don't let your faith fail you now. The reef is full of fish today. It took effort to finish the job. Father goes back and forth from home to work. What's the final score? The other referee has a fever today. How do you find your fish? Your field is full of jobs. You need to fight for your friends. Where did you file the folder?
Now let's try the V. V is a little more difficult than F. It's sometimes confused with B or W, but not often with F. The teeth are again on the soft flesh just inside the lip, just as they are with F. Hold your teeth gently on the inside of your lip. Raise your upper lip. Now, bring sound through the teeth and lip. Don't let your teeth ride up with the sound as it passes through. You should feel a vibration on your lip and in your teeth. Start with F, then change to V. Now try the V with some words and sentences.
View, very, Evelyn, valid, Victor, every, violence, even, evening, variety, vegetables. Even the river is rising. Tom is very vivacious today. The violets look so lovely in the sunlight. There's such a variety of violence on TV. Evelyn's dog is so vicious. Do you like very many vegetables? Is your license valid in Vermont? This view is unbelievable. When did you visit Eve? We vow to live in peace. Have a cup of coffee.
Here's a tip. Are you pronouncing V like B? When you pronounce B, both of your lips move. But when you pronounce V correctly, your upper lip should not move at all. Try holding your upper lip in place while you practice. This will help you distinguish between V and B. Let's contrast F and V.
Fairy, very. Final, vinyl. Leaf, leave. half, have. I have to have that song on vinyl. Leave the final copy to me. This half is very funny. Veronica found the solution very fair. The coffee is very strong today. Press 7 for information. It's foggy this evening. If you can, visit this evening. Several of these vegetables are different. Never leave your family at home.
M, N, and NG are similar because these sounds all come through your nose rather than your mouth. Let's start with the simplest of these three, M. M is made by closing your mouth and forcing sound through your nose. Mmm. It's important to hold this sound briefly in English. Moon, many, mother. Mmm, something smells good. Try the M in these words and sentences.
Minute. Matter. Move. Man. Reminder. Humble. Numb. Rim. Mind. Tom. Summer. Bum. It's so hot this summer. No matter what, Tom is humble. My foot is so numb I can't even move it. What's on the rim of this mountain? Mary always needs a reminder. Don't give the bum any more money. Don't mention it. I saw that man a minute ago. What time is Mr. Wright coming? It seems warm today. Mrs. Martin called me this morning.
To make N, bring your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. Close off all possible openings. Your tongue should fill the entire space inside your teeth. Your tongue tip should rest just behind your front teeth. This is important because some people put their tongue farther back in their mouths when trying to make this sound. This is especially common when a word ends with an N. For N in all positions, your tongue must be behind your teeth, or you will not make a correct N sound. Try N. Hold the N sound. Listen. Evening. Let's practice the N.
Not, number, run, nuance, nut, never, no one, inner, Nile, one, men, 9, inch, innocent. The men live in number 9. Never say never. No one can run faster than Dan. We'd never taken a night cruise on the Nile. How many inches are in 9 feet? We never know when we'll see you. The car is running fine now. Do you know my number? How many women won the game? There's a 90% chance of rain.
NG is often the most difficult of these 3 sounds. To pronounce NG, pull your tongue all the way back and into your throat. This is how you stop the air with this sound. Ng. Now hold the NG sound. Don't permit your tongue to snap out of your throat, causing your NG to sound like this. Nga. Hold the sound as you would hold a musical note. Sing the sound. Don't sing. You end the sound in a gradual trailing off of the sound. Let it end naturally. Practice holding the NG in these words and sentences.
Wing, hang, string, singer, tongue, wrong, thing, ding, pinging, bing, song, long, tongs, ring, bring. All these answers are wrong. Let's sing a song before we go. The phone is ringing. How long will that pinging sound go on? What's wrong with this thing? Bring the tongs here, please. There are too many dings in this car. The bell just rang. Did you bang on the door?
Here's a tip. This NG always falls at the end of a word. It can fall in the middle if a grammatical ending is added, for example, hang, hanger, or wrong, wronged. But in English, it never comes at the beginning of a word.